I saw something online. It was like
There's me.
someone was like,
I've risen.
people like to talk shit about. Well, they said like Christians like to talk shit about people being into
Zombies.
like witches and like witchcraft and all that. But it's like
Ghosts.
it's like
Weirdos.
but then like you guys like the Christians
Dungeons
and
and
Catholics or whatever
Dragons.
pray. They like pray. You
Yeah.
pray to a guy who how they say like all stuff where it's like then you eat his blood and flesh
Dip his
while
cracker in the
you
blood.
chant things to like I don't know. I was like that's kind of similar. It's funny.
Some churches they're doing the.
I don't remember any of the things that I read.
Yeah,
So
but it's funny.
it's not
You
good.
guys look it up. That's good.
If you can look it up and find it, maybe I don't know. It was a tweet or something. I was like, ha.
Hey, this is
But it is
episode.
weird when you're a witch. When you're like, oh, I'm into witchcraft and like gems and powders and making spells and doing incantations that
I
aren't
don't-
real.
I don't know anybody that does that, but there's
I
definitely
don't
some
know
people
anybody
who
that does
love
that.
like tarot cards.
But
And
people
shit,
do it.
and that is like the same.
Yeah, tarot cards.
It's a card.
Tarot cards aren't as bad.
I'm not mad about it, but it's funny that someone puts a lot of
I
faith.
think you're pretty mad about it. You're like, what
Ah,
the fuck?
all these tarot cards are ruining my life. Can't even get to work.
I think it's weird when people are like, oh, these are like my rocks that are like have special powers.
Yeah, this.
What?
It's even proven that there's a lot of people that take like Epsom salt baths, but there's still no data that
Doesn't
helps at all.
Yeah.
You're better off doing a hot sauna. What other kind of saunas?
You're
are
better
there?
off just getting addicted to opioids.
Yeah,
And then you won't
seeing
feel
how that
any.
feels.
You won't feel any pain.
Yeah.
That's the real way.
An ice bath is like more than just putting salt in a tub.
Ooh, an ice bath. I put my penis in an ice bath because it's too big and I have to shrink it.
You gotta shrink it before.
So women see and they go, oh man, that's still bigger than regular. I'm like, I know. I just stuck it in a glass of ice water. Not a glass, but like a jug of ice water.
Gotta shrink it just before you go to the strip club,
Yeah.
or else you're gonna be just 7 feet.
They'll kick me out.
Yeah. Like, look at this creep. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
here's an
didn't, I
erection.
didn't shrink today. Yeah, this is episode 41. Dirk Nowinski. And that's the only.
Retired from the Detroit Pistons last year.
That's the only player I can think
Bet
of.
on DraftKings whether he'll come back to the Pistons. $100 if he wins.
He spent 100% of his career in the Mavericks. But somebody listening who's just never.
Like, oh, okay. And then they go to work and they're like, yeah, I didn't realize Dirk
I didn't realize
Nowitzki
he went to
retired
the
last year
Pistons."
from the Pistons.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
You're getting him mixed up
Or
with
Dirk
some
just
other.
like gets brought
goofy
up.
white?
Someone's like, man, Dirk Nowitzki is sweet. Oh yeah, man, that was too bad we like, couldn't win with him. What? On the Pistons, like he retired last year. Like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, God damn it, you made me look stupid. And he goes
my
home
God.
and then he kills himself.
And he leaves a review on,
And then he
on
writes,
Apple
he leaves
Podcasts.
a letter that says, "Yelling grandma made me kill myself."
And then we get canceled because the guy killed himself.
No,
No, never.
I'll never get
Dude,
canceled.
so Final Four, I bet before that in the Elite Eight, I bet for Michigan to beat UCLA. Thought it was a done deal because UCLA got in through like a wild card, so they were ranked 11.
They're like,
Michigan was 1.
Uno.
They were like, we got the tarot wild card, and then
Some red tarot cards and we got the wild one.
I only bet $5. Wasn't even gonna make much money if I won. I just wanted to bet on U of M. I thought they'd win. They lost. So then
So then you
UCLA,
So then someone came to your house, sir.
sir, $5.
You have to give us your house.
And then I had to. So then UCLA is playing Gonzaga, and I know Gonzaga was undefeated, 30-0, and killing it all year. And they're also number 1 ranked. The chances of a number 11 beating 2 number 1s in a row, Elite Eight, Final Four is like almost impossible. I don't know if that happened before. I don't think it did. But
Yeah.
I bet $10 on UCLA winning, which is insane. But that's because it was a 2-game parlay. So if I bet on them and Baylor over Houston, which I got that right. It was down to 1 shot, missed the shot, to end in regulation. Then they lose in overtime by a last-second shot. It was tied. They lost in overtime by a last-second shot. But if they would have made, or maybe not had to charge in the regulation time, that $10 I bet would have been 107. That was like the biggest gain I would have had.
And you would have been able to buy a child.
I would have been able to bet 10 more $10 chunks away to nothing, because that's really what all people who bet, that's what they're doing.
10 more $10 chunks.
People screenshot and save on Twitter, share on Twitter. That
UCLA.
People will share on Twitter, like, when they win, and it's like, share the last 8 losses you just had.
Or you could have taken that $107, went back in time, and bet it on the same game. And just kept doing it over and over and over until
I like that.
You're a millionaire. And then you can start voting Republican because you're like, sweet, I'm rich now.
I'm rich, so
I'm in a different tax bracket where I don't pay taxes anymore.
Yeah, bring Trump back. He'll be back 2024.
I'm voting for him. Just kidding. What if he said? What if he ran on? Everyone gets a free. Oh, didn't we say this last time?
We've said a bunch of stuff. Like basically, that's like the joke. If he ever,
PS5.
if he ever, if he does anything cool, anyone does anything cool. Like The Rock comes out of nowhere and he's like, everyone gets a PS5, every household. And we're like, all right, yeah, that's the guy getting my vote. Why haven't anyone done that?
Do I get another one?
That would work. That's how dumb all these elections are going to get. At some point, it's going to be like a YouTube star, like Jake Paul when he's 58, and he's going to be like, everyone gets a PS32, and then,
dude, sweet. So
everyone's gonna get one.
Isn't he the one that? Who's the one that went? Oh,
I don't
Logan
know.
Paul. That's the one that went to Japan
and
did
the suicide junk.
Yeah, he had someone. I guess he had some rapper or whatever on his podcast, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I just went to Tokyo."
Tim Dillon was on his podcast.
We had some rapper on there.
Sorry.
We went to Tokyo.
Yeah.
And
he was like,
"Have you been there?"
They love you there.
He was like fishing at it, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, I don't know. You could tell like he got pissed. He was
like the rapper was fishing.
Yeah, you could tell he got mad that he was bringing it up, and it's like, I don't know. He's like, "Oh yeah, is that a sore subject? Sorry." Like I'm like, dude, you're an asshole, but that's pretty funny.
So
I feel
so
like
many
if
of those guys
did something
though
that stupid, then anyone could be like, I feel like you just deserve. If anyone gives you shit, you should. This is how you should react. Yeah, I know, I'm an idiot. Like what? You're gonna get. Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Well, you're an idiot.
My first thought.
No.
Yeah, like a little baby.
My brother's gonna win his fight.
Huh.
Are they? Do they like each other?
I think so.
The Logan brothers.
Paul brothers.
Logan
Paul, Jake Paul.
Logan. Whatever.
But doesn't matter.
Logan.
Literally doesn't matter.
Logan the Wolverine.
Logan's the restaurant.
I'll go there.
Dude, how are you covering?
Chain restaurants are the best restaurants. Dude, what if you just went to a chain restaurant?
I worked with a guy who'd be like, "Man, you got to go to this beach in Florida," and he's talking about like going to Florida and all that stuff, and then he's just talking about going to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, dude.
And then some other like
when
Applebee's.
I go down there, I hit up Chili's.
I hit up Chili's every time. They got the best roasted chicken. I don't know. Do they do that?
I don't know. I think most people have roasted chicken or like it's like southern stuff. Oh shit. Went crazy.
I have a cat room.
Cats are going crazy
in my house. We're in the book room, and then we got a cat room.
The book nook.
Hey, what's a fucking book nook?
When are you gonna change all this around to have your own gaming center?
Dude, I
just came home and you had everything taken out of like one of the rooms. And
nice. I like what you're thinking.
I just set it up.
Yeah, there was I think she wasn't here or she was doing something else, and I just started like playing a game, and I had like podcast or some sport going.
I was having a good time.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there in silence, just playing the game, and then she's like, she just pulls up her chair, sits down, and she's gonna get so mad when she hears this, whenever she does, but she's gonna be so mad because she already goes, "You make me self-conscious about this or that," and I'm like, sometimes I want a game room.
Yeah,
I want a room to just go play a game. I don't want to be with somebody. It would be awesome to go play a game and then, all right, hey, let's go. Now I'm hungry. Let's go get food and let's enjoy a movie together. Yeah. Phones down. Watch the movie. Blah, blah, blah.
Eat some fucking grindage.
Chicken. You say bondage?
Grindage.
Get some
Bondage.
grinders.
Do some bondage, tie each other up, and
Yeah.
leather and fuck.
Eat some leather.
That'd be kind of cool. Should try that someday.
Yeah.
Buy a ceiling harness thing.
Speaking of that goofy stuff, came across a TikTok, and it's like kind of like a cute girl, and she's like,
Yeah.
and she's just doing this. It's like some stupid.
Do you have an OnlyFans?
And she just goes, and then it just goes, and then, of course the music just goes from like, just like, it's normal, and then it's like Korn but without the lyrics, and then she's just in full tight spandex, only her eyes and a little bit of her mouth showing, and I'm like, and it's got like weird pigtails and some other shit, and I was like, what is going on? And it's like,
and I was like,
well, I'm gonna follow that, and Jordan, I gotta use the bathroom. No, but she came sliding in, and she sits in the chair, and I'm just like playing the game, and I'm like, and then you just hear like the spoon, hink, 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 because I had everything at like low volume.
Yeah.
It's like a quiet gaming room, just like relaxing, playing a game, and then she's just just chomping, and I get it. I don't know, because like I'm not. If I just had a game room,
yeah, I know,
then that fixes it. And I just play in the game in a game room, and then I can come.
Although you're doing nothing wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I feel like I'm going crazy in my head, and I'm like, well, she thinks I'm a huge asshole if I just go, hey, how many times are you gonna clink, clink, clink. But like, the spoons and the utensils.
Yeah.
I just feel like a douche, but.
Whatever.
You know.
I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know. I have a game room.
I've known Entertainment Corey Center.
Yeah. Ripped a mole off my neck.
You
guys can see it.
Performed surgery.
Performed surgery on myself. I don't know if that'll grow back or what.
Grow.
Dude, you remember Hue Jackson? He was the head coach. Huge
Cockman.
Huge Cockman.
Hey, I'm Huge Cockman. I'm gonna fuck your wife. But if you just like met a guy, you go, that's my buddy Hugh, and you're like, oh, and you like walk over, and he's like, hi, and he's like, nah, it's not Hugh, it's Huge. Huge Cockman. I'm gonna fuck your wife. And you're like, I'm not married. And then as soon as you get
I'm a
married,
big cut guy.
he walks into the chapel, and you're like, oh,
he's
what?
just over there,
and he just grabs her. You have to let it happen.
Yeah, Hue Jackson, not Hugh Jackman.
Not Hugh Jackman.
There's no G in his Hugh.
Huge Coxon. Huge Coxon. That's my son. Huge Coxon.
Whoever that guy is, though, even if that's a guy, if there's a name of somebody real named Huge Coxon or Hugh Coxon, whatever, he would have won more games with the Browns than Hugh did. He was 36 and 1.
Why was he on the team for so long?
For 3 seasons. I think
they're just like
the first year might have been 1
back in the day.
1 and 15.
Didn't give up on people. Like, keep going, dude. It's probably worse though, just because you got social media, so fans constantly berate players.
Yeah, it sucks. Like right now, like any new coach.
You suck. You suck. Fuck you. And then teams like, well, we gotta fire this guy now. Like he's a coach for a year.
Yeah, like Eric Bieniemy. Killing it as the offensive coordinator. Killing it as the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. Right? Mm-hmm. Made it to 2 Super Bowls. They won the first one.
He's like, I'm great at my job.
Well, they keep wanting him to be. Yeah, right. The team's amazing. Yeah. But that's what's happening is like they're doing very well, and they keep saying that he needs to become a head coach soon. But he's gonna maybe eventually be the head coach of like the Jaguars. You know. Yeah, the Jets. Somebody that's just the whole team is falling apart.
Yeah.
Half the team belongs in the XFL next year, and then they'll get.
That's funny. Like
people get mad and fire them, and
teams
it's
just like hire.
The Lions suck.
Yeah.
I swear to God, look at this roster. Like, I don't know how many people would be doing great.
Yeah. Yeah, like
now when we were good,
like Bill Belichick's like gonna come in here and like win. He didn't win with his team because Tom Brady left.
Now some of those seasons the Lions had where they were 10-6, 11-5, where they went to the playoffs here and there with Calvin and Bush and Tate, like stuff like that.
You can keep talking.
He should have. The Lions should have done better then, but some of these bottom of the barrel teams, they almost don't have a chance, I think. Now, I don't know, it's kind of crazy because the Browns flipped.
Yeah.
The Browns made some changes. Flip-flop.
Watch this.
But anyways, I wanted to bring up the Hue Jackson dude because he wrote a book just bitching about the Browns and how he had it rough and how like he couldn't do things right and everything was stacked against him. So basically, he's doing like a smear
Donnell Rollins
campaign.
came in, and that's why I'm racist.
Yeah, I don't think people know.
Yeah.
Donnell Rollins just runs around on podcasts and kill Tony and Joe
Says
Rogan.
everything's racist.
Says everything's racist.
But
I mean, you might be doing that too.
The Browns.
That might be something in the book. I didn't read it.
He's black.
Yeah, he might be just saying.
I was only hard because
they knew the team.
Browns, and I was the only black candidate, and they were like, "Wouldn't it be cool if we had
to give the worst team to a black guy?" But
not called the Cleveland Blacks. Sorry, continue. He wrote a book.
Yeah,
and it was mean to me.
Yeah, basically just so.
I don't know. I
like,
wouldn't be able to do it either.
He's not gonna like. Some people actually thought like maybe he would coach again at some point, but some people are like, well, he's not now because he's got a smear campaign against everybody. And then my only thing is, I mean, why would you? You almost don't have a shot after he's done so bad.
Yeah,
because he just did so bad at the Browns.
He could be like a coordinator somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, he already like wasn't, I think, for a while. I think maybe he had like a shot or two here and there, but shot. And I thought this was interesting. The NFL went to 17 games, so that's just starting next year. Every team's having 17 games, so now like a team can go 10-7.
Because when I hear like 17 games, all I do is I picture all the rich white people going. Like,
so in the deal,
care about anybody.
In the deal, all the players will just get another check.
I mean, that's true.
So a 16th, like they would get checks.
Make the same.
They used to get checks weekly, so 16 weeks of playing. So they get a 16th.
Broken one. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm trying to just throw in random craziness.
Like a 16th would just be like 1/16 would just be added. So like another week. They get paid
but you still get the same. It's not like your salary grows.
No.
It just makes your
just get paid another week game. So like
actually you get smaller check. Your weekly check gets a little smaller.
No, your weekly check's the same. You just get another one.
No, but wouldn't they be making? They're making the same amount of money.
No.
From this last year to this year.
No.
If you had the contract already.
All the players, even though contract's already in place, they'll get like one more check.
Also, they all just grow a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
For just one more check. But the thing is,
that's the only way they could get them to sign.
The thing is, all these players in the player union, they know that it'll end up being like it's not just going to stop here. They want it to be an even number. So whether they add a playoff game, like they add a round, they might have a like super wild card weekend where it's like,
wild card. We're gonna put two of the worst teams in here too. What the fuck?
We're gonna throw Alabama in there.
Oh my god.
They get steamrolled 58.
We're gonna throw a team from the women's lingerie league. Remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, that was insane. They're probably so mad at that too. You look at this shit and it's like, well,
some of them were monsters.
Yeah.
They were like really playing.
The only reason it existed is because guys are the only people that watch sports, and guys are the only gonna watch women if they're fucking running around in their underwear. So maybe if you want,
I might watch them just in normal.
Yeah, but like
clothes,
there would be,
but they were just naked almost.
Right. I'm not saying like
shoulder pads.
I'm not saying that's right or anything like that. I'm just saying these owners and shit, they're not going to spend money on a league of just like fully suited up women, because then everybody's going to go, I'll just watch the NFL. Like I'm just going to watch the NFL. Like I don't care about this, and then like.
But then I'm such a fan. I was somebody who they're like.
I mean, I would watch.
I
would watch some women's football game if it was real. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like they're like, we got the AAF.
Dude, and then put the best team against the worst team. Just
in what?
The best women's team against like the worst NFL.
That's getting even worse than Alabama playing anybody in the NFL.
Dude, Susie Johnson drops back.
Susie Johnson.
J.J. Watt off the edge. Just like annihilates her.
They'd have to do like red shirt shit. You can't really tackle them. But then how would they tackle men?
Well, these stupid women want equal rights, right? How about an equal football league?
That's like in your mom's house. They got so many clips of
Lakeisha
just like
Johnson over the middle. Fucking like.
Susie Johnson.
What
just sounds like a
free
little
safety
baby.
out there? Just
Lawler Malloy's back to just. Who is the other dude? Fucking Landry. The guy just had head skulls in his biceps.
dude, or who else?
Laron Landry,
No,
and then
who
you
is,
got Lawler Malloy. Those guys are monsters.
Oh my god, what team was that? He was on like the Saints, I thought. That one.
Oh yeah. Right now they have Marcus Williams, but they had
he had
Roman Harper.
Roman.
He was
Harper.
a beast.
Yeah.
He had gray hair when he was 12.
Yeah.
This guy was born to
Just-
murder people.
Over the middle,
Dude, yeah, just like I get him.
It'd have to be like a
He'll
flag
get him with his head
football
down.
league or something. I'd watch
Yeah.
that. So you'd watch men just destroy women?
Just murder women.
Oh.
If it's legal.
I mean, if the league exists,
If
sure.
they sign the papers, they sign the waiver. I'm into it.
I'm into it, daddy.
Hey man,
That'd be cool though.
So,
Does that mean I'm a feminist if I support women having their own football league, but they have to play one game against the worst NFL team?
I think so.
Okay, fine. They can.
I think so.
How about this? Take all the free agents and just put together one little what do they call that? Like a.
Have all the guys that barely miss the
NFL?
NFL?
Yeah, all the guys they don't make it, but they were on the cusp.
Let's see if
Make
they
a team
deserve
of
a
that,
chance.
and then they can play against the best women NFL team.
Let's see if they deserve a chance. And they have
This
to
is
beat
a
the
great
best
idea.
women.
And if
And
the women beat them,
Then we
then they
slaughter
can go
the
on
men.
and play the Super Bowl champions. They just go on.
People are like, I don't understand what's going on. Yeah. No, so like the Lions added the Broncos, so they didn't have it like decided yet. The extra game of the season, so the Lions added the Broncos. So then it had people thinking like, what if that extra week? What if we try to make like an out of division rivalry? So since we added an extra week, how about every single year? It's not in the division, but they at least play once, and they'll just kind of like Michigan will be at MSU, and the next year it'll be the other way around. So like the Lions. So they were saying like because
they're just gonna pick random teams.
No, not even just random. So you got the Steelers. They're Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then you got Philly, Pennsylvania.
Oh, they can be like
they never play each other. I mean, they randomly will eventually play each other.
Yeah.
But why don't we have this rivalry, Pennsylvania rivalry?
And then we could do the Detroit Lions versus the Lansing Knights.
We'll do like some FIFA or some soccer shit. They just play like a high school team.
Oh man, I don't know why it would be so just funny to watch.
Like you can do that with soccer. You can have
it'd be much
lesser teams.
It'd be more fair
to
do that with like a soccer team or like basketball.
Football.
But then you put like grown
people?
men who are like
Get murdered.
The top of their league against guys who couldn't even sniff their league.
Yeah.
It's
just a different
killed.
animal.
Yeah, why don't they just do like the best WNBA team against the worst NBA team?
They'll never do any of this.
I know, but like these are my idea. You want women to be on the map? How about you get good enough to beat them, and then people will come watch your WNBA league? Nobody supports the WNBA league. We'll fucking play against we'll just build it up and play against NBA players, and then maybe one day you'll beat the men, and then people are like, oh, maybe this women's league's real, and then they watch that, and then both leagues are big. I'm just trying to help women out, but apparently, since I'm a man, I don't know anything about it. So apparently this is how you help the WNBA. You just sit at home and make videos on the internet. You don't support us. And
I have a solution, and I'll tell you later. Dude, I'd watch a women's football, like you said earlier.
Yeah, so would I. That'd be sweet. Dude,
I watch being normal.
The lingerie league. I did watch some. Like I have like seen like parts of it. I'm like, dude, they would fucking hit each other, and I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, is that legal?
I mean, like, yeah, they have like their pads would end here, and then they'd have like a bra and then nothing else, and then like I mean like yeah, but they had like knee pads and like underwear and
Yeah.
like boots. That was weird, or not boots, but like cleats or whatever.
Oh,
I don't
dude.
know.
So
All right, folks. See you next week. And then the music playing and credits rolling. And we're like, and they like, all right,
Yeah.
show's over, and then they're like, what do you think they say? Like, show's
Yeah,
over.
immediately Conan O'Brien's
Dude.
like, "You're a fucking asshole."
Yeah. Dude,
Can't believe you brought that up about my brother. or
you
whatever.
still fucking kids?
Yep. Yeah, Hollywood.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say like Rams Chargers. Rams are in the NFC, Chargers in the AFC. If they, because they're both LA, battle of LA every year they play each other. That's kind of cool. And then,
Cowboys, Texans.
Yeah.
Jets,
Every year.
Giants.
Yeah. See, it's cool stuff.
Buccaneers.
Red Wings. I was just
I'm gonna keep saying every team and be like, yeah, we get it.
I was just throwing a wrench in there.
Red Wings are trash.
Lions Browns. That's close to the Lions.
Lions Browns. That's the
Cincy
one
Browns.
nobody cares about.
Oh, that's actually they're already in the same division. That's one that no one cares about.
Remember.
It'd be the Loser Bowl.
Yeah.
Loser Bowl.
Retard bowl. Corey can't say that.
Oh. Did you the UFC just signed this dude named Patty?
Mokadagi.
Yeah, Nokadagi, whatever you
Peggy?
just said. Patty Pimblett.
Well, he's never gonna win a fight.
He loves Everton,
He's never gonna win a fight.
and he's
He knows about losing.
very English.
Hello. Who signed him?
The UFC.
UFC.
He was just in like the Cage Warriors. Basically, that's where like McGregor was before.
Are you a cage warrior?
I'll go get him.
I'm a cage warrior.
I actually have the worst.
Hello. I love Everton, and my name is Paddy.
When he talked, he actually mumbled.
You're a bitch.
He would mumble kind of a bunch.
Mhm.
I don't know his dialogue. So he did he was that kind of English where he'd mumble and then be like, yeah, we do, and then he would say like 2 words. You'd hear 2 words.
Hey, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, he'd mumble.
Hey, you fucking cunt.
I tried to listen to an
can't
interview
do
with him, and I was like,
You right, cunt.
"Hey, you're right, cunt. Harry
Hello.
Potter."
Hi, I am a white person.
Dude, did you get to that on Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer did
Yep. I did. I watched the whole.
I watched
both
Bad
of
Friends
them.
podcast?
I watched both of them.
So how funny, dude. Rudy, she's like 19, 20-year-old, what the hell is her, I keep wanting to say Philadelphia, Filipino.
She's from Philadelphia.
She's from Philadelphia, you know, you can tell.
She's an immigrant.
What if I
from
just kept
Philadelphia.
doing that, and then, you know, somebody looks it up, and they're like,
Philippines?
Filipino? Chris just kept saying Philly.
From the
Philadelphia.
Philippines?
Whoop, whoop. So, dude, her American accent was so funny. I actually need more of that.
Yeah, she's
I need more of like
Hi.
a foreigner.
Hi, Tito
Yeah.
Bobby.
Hi, Tom Segura. Like it just,
Yeah, that was funny.
I never hear somebody doing that, making fun of like an English, American English, United States English
People right now are
accent.
going, finally,
Finally.
they're not being.
Yeah, that's the only accent I want to hear me made fun of.
Yeah.
No other ones. It's funny. Was it? I don't know.
I was telling Jen about a bunch of slurs last night that she didn't know about.
It's funny.
Well, because Tom, I watched the clip. We watched a clip from it, and then Tom said "spick," and then
Yeah.
Bert goes, "Oh, he can say that. He's Spanish." And then he goes, "I hope
yeah.
nobody thinks I'm apologizing for saying that, or something like
Yeah.
that." And then she was like, "What?"
He looks like a white dude, but his mom is Peruvian.
Yeah. What is it?
But I heard another person
Forgot
on
why we
another
were talking
podcast
about it, but
talk crap about essentially that, and I was like, I wonder if they mean Tom, because someone was like, some Mexican dude I think was like, I hate these motherfuckers who are like Argentinian, and he named a couple like South American
yeah.
countries, and he's like, who think they could just fucking say spick, and he said some stuff, and I was like, damn,
Dropping it down.
because like I have nowhere to stand on that, I guess, but like somebody who's
I can't say anything. So
Mexican, whatever.
As a white man, you can't say any of the fun words.
As a white man, all I can say is doo, doo, beep, boop, 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 boop. Morse code. I can only yell at you in Morse code.
Saying a million different words. Me hot-blooded, I'm gay.
Cold-blooded ice queen.
Can't say anything anymore.
Oh, dude. I had a. I don't know if you have any new pet peeves or anything, but something happened to me at work.
Oh,
So like,
I was raped in the back.
and I really don't like that. When no one
My pet peeve.
gets my consent.
Yeah, when no
My
one.
pet peeve. Consent.
My pet peeve. When you fuck my asshole without asking first.
Yeah, please, if you're gonna get up inside of me. Oh yeah, I texted this to you today. I got buried, I think, or something. But I heard this. Michael Che said.
Oh yeah. I saw it. I just forgot.
Okay.
I saw it. I was like, huh.
I thought
I
Drew would
forgot.
get upset. So that's why I didn't put Michael Che in at first, because I was gonna see if you or Drew.
It's okay.
I was gonna see if you or Drew would go, bad joke, offensive,
I was gonna laugh.
cross the line,
I
and then
thought
I
it
was
pretty
like,
funny.
Michael Che did that joke, and Sam and Mark love it, and like a lot, like well, regarded
make it
comedians. It does to me.
No.
Well-regarded comedians like this
that
joke
makes
that
them
Michael
wrong,
Che did.
and they
It
should
makes
all
it makes all comedians wrong.
They should be canceled for even thinking it's funny.
It was he started, and the idea of it is starting with like an ignorant premise that sounds like, man, this is like some ignorant shit, and then you're like, well, it's not the same, not the route you thought it was going.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, like a misdirection type of thing. But he goes, I've already built it up too much, so now I'm not gonna say it. But
every one person listening. What's going on over there?
I don't have my phone, but I already forgot it.
I got it.
You
I
got
got
it.
my phone.
Corey's got it.
Just stand by, so you will remember the joke. It says, I don't want a daughter or a gay son. What? Wow, how could you say that?
What? And you look to the audience and people are like, what?
I don't want a kid that gets penetrated. That's traumatizing.
Yeah. He's just saying, like, I don't want anyone entering my child.
That's true.
No matter what their age is or whatever part of their life, that's just like a traumatizing thing. Someone's inside of you. They were talking about like
of my butt.
The difference with like men and women when you're like dating, going out and dating, like
you have to fucking basically assault a woman.
So like you want to people like some women get mad because they'll be like, oh, a guy just wants to get inside you and then he fucking leaves. And then what happens to like some men argue like, well, like once you've been inside her, now she all she wants is like to be all like over you and like chill out or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, it's traumatizing having somebody is inside of you. Like that's way more of an experience. You're just going, ugh, and then this person is like inviting, letting you, allowing you to be inside of their body. Kind of nuts. No differences, dogs, cats,
everyone to be
women,
inside
men.
of my body.
I'll be inside soon enough. Oh, dude. So at work, I'm on my way to the bathroom, and there's this maintenance guy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't see him every day.
Oh, so is this a rape story?
Yeah. And so, like, I'm going to the bathroom, and by our bathroom, there's a door to go, I guess. You have to badge in. And this guy doesn't have a badge. He's just like some maintenance dude. Yeah. But also in my head, I'm like, well, if you don't have a badge, you don't have like a name tag.
If you don't have a badge, you ain't gay name, bitch.
You're just some fucking goofy maintenance guy who's trying to touch me in the bathroom. So then, I'm coming out of the bathroom. He's like, oh, hey, can you let me into the maintenance closet real quick? He's got like a thing, and he's like filling up with water or whatever. So like, all right, and I'm badging him in. So like so he caught me. I already was walking away from the door. Now he's heading back, and he's like, oh, can you take me back to that door? Okay, so I take him through, badge him through, take him into let him go into the maintenance office. I'm about to walk out and just go back to work. I work on the other side of the warehouse. And he goes, "Oh, do you mind letting me back out? Like when I'm done here? Oh, it'll only be a minute." And I'm like, and I just stared right at him and went. Basically, my eyes were going, no, but I just like stared at him, and I didn't try to be an ass. This is how much of a bummer it was to me that he's like, I'm about to I need to get stuff done. I came down here to take a piss and to go back to work. And this guy's like, "Hey, do you mind sitting here by the door for a minute?" And I just, yeah, that's fine. And then he was like, "You sure?" He knows that
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm not gonna go after he goes, "You sure?" I'm not gonna then go, "Nah, no, no, I gotta
Never
go.
mind.
You gotta get someone else."
So wait, he can't get out of the room?
So,
You have to buzz in and out?
yeah, the one door that takes you to where a maintenance room is and then our warehouse. You have to buzz in everywhere. And so like, I first thought, I'm like, how do you fucking do this? I don't know how often this guy's here, once a week or whatever, but like, what do? You always have to grab somebody? Like, this is annoying. But the pet peeve is somebody asking you for one thing. You think it's a small favor, a small ask, and then it's like, actually, can you sit here for like a half hour?
Yeah.
Because then now I gotta open it again, and I gotta wait. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll look at my phone. Like everyone in the world wants to look at their phone more. Everyone. So I just play on my phone. But yeah, I don't know. Asking somebody for something and then you're just taking more from them as a pet peeve
Yeah,
is
that's
annoying.
Yeah. Frick.
And then there's another one I was thinking of. This hasn't happened to me.
Don't ask me to do anything.
Yeah, this hasn't happened. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, like people ask you to do stuff that it's not even like part of like your job. Hey, can you like help me? And then I'm
Yeah.
like, and they ask you, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
What the hell? What are you doing? I had a lady at work. She goes, "Oh, can you help me?" And I was like, maybe. She's like, "Oh, I can't find my car, like in the parking garage." And I was just like, I was like, "Did you park? So you
I
parked
don't know
over?
where you
You
parked.
parked over here?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I don't know." I'm like, "I don't know you. I can't. I don't know what you want me to do."
I think I
And
parked
she was
on.
like annoyed.
I think I parked on F, but I went all the way from A to G, and I don't see.
Well, she
All
goes,
right, well then you covered it. I don't know.
yeah. She said, "I've been all over the place, like hitting the
Yeah.
button, and I can't find." And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I don't know what you want. Like, I can't do it. I don't have like a wand." Here you go.
I think some people in those garages they like don't understand how the thing works, and they're like, "I went over to this corner, and I went down a floor and went to this other corner."
They don't like pay attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes, honestly, people park in a different lot, and then they're like, "Oh, like I can't find my car in this garage. Like, where's the because I took a picture of it. Like, it's like section like B, like level 3, and it's like, oh well and they're like, well that's not in this garage. Like they parked over at the other one, and it's like they're like, oh, I'm like, you need to like remember and pay attention to all that shit. Like, hey, what do I know? I'm just a dumbass.
This hasn't happened to me in a long while, but like another pet peeve.
The maintenance guy was like, let's have sex.
Hey, next time I'll suck you.
Next time we're having sex.
Next time I'll suck you.
All right.
Now, is like this hasn't happened to me in a while, but like you invite somebody to something. Like say if me and a couple friends and I invite you, I'm like, hey, well actually between me and you, I think is neither of us would give a shit. But like, say like I invite. I don't know. I just feel like either me or you would be like, well, okay, whatever works. Like, but like, say I invite Tim over to
Rod Woodson.
Say I invite Rod Woodson to hang out. We're gonna go play disc golf, and then we're gonna go. We're playing at this one place we like to go, and then we're
gonna go to Chili's.
And then we're getting food at Chili's. And then Rod Woodson comes over. We're hanging out with him, and then Rod's like, "I got a rod for you." And then he's like, "Hey,
hey, you want to look at my rod first?"
He's like, "You know what? That disc golf place is pretty cool, but there's a better place. There's a place over," and you're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
I just invited like 5 people to do this thing.
I invited you to do this thing.
I brought this stuff together, and now you're just going, "Hey guys, what do you think? Bob, Fred, you guys know, like we're gonna. The other place is better," and then I'm just going, like, so someone who changes plans. That like they were invited to something
Yeah.
and then they changed the plan.
Yeah. Or, all right, man, everyone's coming over my house. Okay. Want to come over? Yeah, everyone's coming over. You can come over. Okay. How about everyone just come to my house? What the hell?
You're like, no, no. The first thing that I said.
Yeah, the first thing, everyone's coming over here. Why would everyone go over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. I feel like all my pet peeves involve being in a vehicle.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Drive-thrus,
Traffic lights.
traffic, people not doing left. Left. People not doing
People
blinkers.
turning left. I gotta go around the block.
People having the Zoolander problem.
Yeah, dude, drive-thrus are the worst because people don't pull up all the way. They don't allow for you to have enough room to get to the speaker, or even if like you don't pull up all the way, you're not near the speaker. But it's like, let's just move up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times people now, because of like COVID stuff, some people aren't going inside of the places. The lines are long as hell.
Insane. Yeah.
Like, especially, I mean, I'm going to work in the morning, and sometimes the line's sticking out into the road. And I'll just look, and I'm like, every car can move up a couple feet, and then now
I won't be in the road.
We wouldn't have this Mini Cooper behind me, just half in the road, fearing for his life. This guy's dead. Something hits him.
Yeah, dude.
It's that fucking heavy traffic street. Semis and stuff going through, and this guy just gonna be like, da-da,
yeah.
Mini Cooper. You should only buy one if your name's
stuck
Cooper.
to his truck. Dun, dun.
That's the sound of a semi. What? That's what it sounds like.
Don't say that word. Can you make fun of them without saying the word? Like, is that okay? What's worse? If you were to say the word, or like make fun of them and say, mentally disabled.
What do you mean if you're just saying, if you're just talking about stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, how can you make fun of? Like, don't put them in charge of a preschool because they might rape the kids. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
So what are you saying? Like, you just
say like,
you just go
mentally disabled people. They could
people.
rape because they don't know they don't know what the difference is.
I don't know the severity, but I'm sure some
have tried to touch someone's
do that
privates. But then if you
is that
know
bad
this
to
person,
say that someone might. I mean,
let's say, like, you had a brother and he was like, and he like went to grab your dick, but you know your brother's mentally disabled or being. So you smack him away, but then someone was like, "Hey, you're in charge of this preschool class," and then he's like, and he goes and gets the kids.
Some people thought Cosby was smart. He didn't even seem like he had a speech problem. Other than times when he's talking about Jello, and he's like, "There's no Jello, the pudding," whatever the fuck he talked about. Then he kind of sounded
that
off.
Jello to women.
Yep,
full of drugs.
Jello shot at him.
Jello shot at him with drugs.
Yeah.
Your dog's barking outside. I hope they're okay.
Dude, so what do you think about these people getting
What do you think about these Indians?
People in 2021 getting tribal tattoos that you'd see in '94 on a Godsmack album.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty sick.
Next question.
Tribal tats?
Yeah, I don't know.
Good. Nice.
Good riddance.
The first time I saw like, some people getting them a couple years ago, like
maybe I didn't see it.
I'm like, is this ironic? Are they doing it because they're like, haha?
Maybe.
It's like dumb, but I'm cool. Hey, mailman.
Hey, mailman, leave. You probably heard me.
Probably. I have a mail girl that wants me.
She's like, here's your mail, and here's my pussy. She's wearing her full uniform with just a hole cut out. She just
there was a mail lady, and she was like coming around the corner, and I didn't know if she was like crossing the street, and so I just like slowed down, and I was just looking at her because I'm like,
she's like, God, in your.
I'm looking at her because yeah. She's like, oh, and she just took her shirt off, but
nice.
she's coming on. She's walking on the corner. I thought she was going to cross the street, and I'm turning. I don't want to run her over. And then so
Very
I'm just giving her eye contact. 'Cause I'm like, and then I think she thought that I'm like giving her a look, but I'm like, no, I'm trying to not kill you with my truck. And I'm just like looking, and then she just did like a
Would you want your
goofy,
bills?
like smirk smile looking at me, like holding the stash. She's like, I mean, she might have that just that might just be that might just be the way she is. She's just super smiley, and then that's what sucks if you are a happy-go-lucky lady, because then plenty of disgusting guys are like, yeah, she wants it, but I mean, I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're like that.
I'm not pursuing anybody,
When
but
she watched you park, he's over there.
But it felt weird because my immediate thought was like, oh, she thinks I was like looking at her, giving her a look. I wasn't giving her a look. Now this lady thinks I'm giving looks. Not giving looks.
You should have been.
Should have been.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but the
Maybe
tribal thing, I just wanted to say I mean, anyone on the planet can hand draw those tribal moves. It's like a half flame and then a straight line, and it's just the most
How
like,
dare you?
people will make fun of modern art because they'll be
Yeah.
like, it looks like you went on paint and you put a square and a circle and you put yellow and blue and then the middle part's green. And you're like, man, that's modern art. And people will make fun of that. This is even less. This is even less than modern art.
Yeah.
It's just black squiggly lines. You can go through tons of middle school children's notebooks, and you can go through their notebooks, and you could find that tribal
you can
shit
find the N-word all over it.
all over it. They do that S. They do that special S, but it's an N.
Yeah.
And no, but you'll find that tribal stuff. I have it in notebooks because I just thought it looked goofy. I would make a flame or would color it in or make some goofy that. And then people now are going, man, I need that on my fucking whole arm. And what's funny to me is it's not like a tough, which is also, goofy to me, silly to me. I mean, whatever. I just feel like tattoos are there's so much good art. Get good art. At least get someone's got flash cards or they got good art. They got like a fucking crazy ass dragon and water and flowers and all sorts of shit. Like, there's a lot of good art to get.
Yeah.
Original artistic stuff. And it doesn't feel too original when you look like a Godsmack album. The thing you're getting on your arm looks like my stepmom's tramp stamp. What are we doing? I don't know. I think it's goofy. But I guess at the end of the day, whatever you want.
How about let people live their lives?
Yeah, Chris. Do you think we should?
I'm not into them. So.
Do you think we should do that more often? Like sometimes, like just basically one person has a take on something, and no matter what, we'll do like the talk show stuff. The other person will just be just stronghold the other way. So I sit here one day, like after like some black
tribal people, really they were the backbone of this country when we first got here. And
yeah, and you think about it, it's just an homage to the Redskins. I mean, it's just an homage to the.
Did Indians even get tribal?
No.
They got like dots.
Everybody didn't do shit.
They did like little dots.
No, that's a different dot.
Stripe, not the dot.
Yeah.
Like little dots, and then they would get like a stripe or like a line.
Yeah, stuff that like.
What's like what are like tribes?
I don't know. I'd like to look it up, but I'd probably break my computer.
I guess they have tribes. There's tribals, or I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds funny, right? Because you hear tribe and you think of like Cherokee, Chippewa,
all that stuff. Chicken, Chango, Redskins, Washington.
Don't they say
American
Native Americans are like not as strong? No, they're not as like
good at having a Thanksgiving.
They don't have oh my god. They're really bad at that. I don't know where they are. But all I seen was pilgrims.
Howdy there, pilgrim.
They're like not as tolerant of like alcohol. And I got like tiny bit amount of Native American in my family. But they're all pretty good at alcohol. So
they're all pretty good at throwing it back.
They're all pretty good at slamming it.
They don't have enough. Or they disproved that.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, 10% or whatever the hell is not enough. Probably. To be like,
I'm an Indian. Let me go to school for free.
I wish.
Everybody wants to.
Nice. Everybody wants to fuck you.
Everybody wants to suck my penis.
Everybody
Because
wants.
it's huge.
Oh, dude. So it's Terminator skit on Mad TV. It was season 2 or
Season
3?
7.
It was season 2. And so like Terminator, I forgot the first one. He goes back in time, right? He goes back in time and he's trying to save.
On all of them.
Yeah. But who? What is the reason he's saving stuff again? He's saving like
Which
the kid
one?
and the wife. The first one. He's saving
The
the
first
late.
one he goes back to kill. Phone call.
Papi.
First one he goes back to. He goes back to kill.
I drank too much water. So he goes back to.
Goes back to kill Sarah Connor.
But why though? Is that because of some goofy thing happens in the future?
Because her like son stops the future, or like stops them in the future, or like tries to stop them in the future. So then they just go back in time to kill her. And then the second one, he goes back in time.
So,
but he was sent back in time to help them.
Okay, so the helping one, that's what they're doing with this one. The Mad TV skit. They have Terminator goes back in time, and it's like, 0 AD or whatever. It's Jesus is alive, and there's Judas, and there's all these people, and Terminator like comes up to Jesus, and he's like, well, at first he comes up to other people, and he's like, where's Jesus? It's actually, I think it's Brian Callen, like in all this makeup, and you like can't even tell it's him. But he's like, he's just trying to get to Jesus. He's asking all these, historical figures. He gets to Jesus, and then he's like, Judas, we have to kill him. And he's got the shotgun, and Jesus is like, no, it's all for a reason. It's all gonna make sense. And Jesus keeps trying to stop him from killing Judas. I don't know my Bible shit, but Judas apparently is the person who crucifies Jesus. I don't know the stuff, but that's what I'm putting together from the stupid skit. I just thought it was a funny idea where he's trying to and he shoots Judas with a shotgun, blasts him, and he that big table that the supper table at the big photo everyone does that they're eating at. That's there, and he shoots Judas. Judas goes flying all over all the food and smashing everything. And he's like, oh, and then Jesus is like, Jesus is actually the guy from Office, played by the guy from Office Space, the Michael Bolton guy. That's him. He's nice. Jesus, and he's like, makes it funnier to me. But he's like, no, God damn it. He's like, this all has a meaning. Like, this is all gonna make sense. Like, oh my God, dude, for the last time. No one needs to be killed. No one needs to be saved. And then he's like, shit. And he goes over. Yeah, I think a couple times he's like, Jesus Christ. And then he goes over to Judas, puts his hands on him. Ooh. No one's even amazed. Everyone's like, it's Jesus. That's what he does. He puts his hands over this guy. He's like, ooh. And it brings Judas back to life. And then, but he's going to kill you. And then he blasts him again. It literally just, it's like a Key and Peele skit, which why I pointed that out before watching Key and Peele. They'll get a good joke like that, something funny, like when that text skit. They're texting a friend, and the friend's reading it wrong. The friend's like, sure, this guy wants to fucking go. And the other guy's like, yeah, whatever, man. He's just eating Cheetos. He's like, oh, whatever. Oh, whatever. And he's always just taking it the wrong way. And so that's the whole skit. It's just that going back and forth. And it's like, that's like a formula for skit TV and Dave Chappelle's show and some SNL, but that they're using this formula. This is like 94, 95 or some shit, this Mad TV skit. But it was great. He killed Judas like 3 or 4 times. God damn it.
I watched that show. When it was on TV decades ago. How many seasons was there?
There's a bunch. There's a bunch of years where they didn't have it. And then, so I watched a couple. There's a lot of like misses. There's a lot of misses on some skits. Some skits are just bad. But then like the next one's great. And but anyways, so I was watching season 2. There's a couple bad ones, and I was gonna just pick and choose, and then I saw best of season 2 at the end of the season. They had best of season 2, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna watch that. So then I watched that to pretty much, and I don't know if they have that.
Best of the best.
Yeah, I don't know if they have that for all the other seasons, but that's what I plan on watching. Some of those. Some of them are great, like that Pablo Francisco skit was great. It's pretty much his stand-up
Yeah.
put into a skit, which is a lot of people's stuff.
Wonder what
That's really
happened to
funny.
him.
Yeah, me too. He should be on a podcast. Dude. He's just Keanu. You guys.
That's all he has. It's just his voices.
Yeah.
Voices. I guess. I don't know. A lot of people are like that. I need a good steak dinner from Ramathorn Steakhouse.
I had lamb chops, scallops. Scallops
Where?
are
When?
amazing. My lady's parents love to. Actually, we were supposed to eat there yesterday,
Oh yeah.
but then we didn't. Her mom's test came back negative, but we didn't because we weren't sure if they had it yet. Just being safe, even though no one else is anymore. No
Yeah.
one else cares.
Yeah, no one cares.
Talk to people at work and everyone's like, yeah, we're going to bars.
Yeah.
No one's wearing masks. Man, that place was packed. We went to this place, it was packed. We went to this other place, 50% my ass.
Yeah.
That place was packed. So nobody cares.
It was the guy at the
trying to
airport the
be
other day. Said,
somewhat
he was
care.
like, "Can I ask you guys a question?" He's like, "Man, I've been to 18 airports in the last 2 days." What?
What?
First of all, no, you haven't, because that's impossible.
No.
And he was like, "Man, and I'm in Michigan, and it's the first time I've ever seen everything closed like this. I mean, we all know it's fake, right? I thought we all know it's fake. Nobody's dying. Why is everything closed?" He's like, "You got a Republican or Democrat governor?"
There was actually something today, Monday.
Kids are freaking out.
They said that yesterday, 10,000 new cases. It's like the most cases.
Yeah.
But 21 deaths.
I think the deaths are just like not happening anymore.
Yeah. I mean, trying to be rude because those are
Unless
21. Those are
because
21 real people
when
who
the
died.
election changed, they were like, people aren't really
Hey,
dying.
now we'll let them use the hydrochloroquine or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. It helps people.
Make sure they don't die now.
Give them the right stuff. Because that's kind of what it feels like. Like the
Aren't like
cases are surging, and it's like, but everyone's just farting and coughing, and then they're good.
that's crazy. Like how much the flu isn't being spread around.
But then the flu just got demolished.
Because
Flu
no one's wearing-
vanished.
Because people weren't wearing people were wearing masks and not going anywhere. Well, mostly masks. Because people were starting to go places.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I think because
I
the
guess
flu
it
thing, I'm
probably
like,
just doesn't spread as easily.
should we sometimes just not do as much stuff? But there's
I
gonna
think
be
like when you
gonna
have
end
the
up being
flu and you're sick,
events.
you should probably wear a mask.
Yeah, wear a mask. Yeah, if you don't feel good, wear a mask. You start sniffing and sneezing and shitting everywhere. You know.
Big Rand. There's a big cat over there. We call him Big Randolph.
Dude, I've never had to pee this much in my life. I drank so much water before we started.
Uh-oh. Do you need a diaper?
I need a dye.
What if the adults it was normalized? Everyone wear diapers. Then you just have landfills full of diapers.
I think it's pretty normal if you want to do that. Oh yeah, and then the other people will be like, I just pee in your normal jeans. Like it's an epidemic where we just can't control it anymore. We just
Yeah.
have to pee.
So
And but there's a lot of people who use diapers. They want to be clean, but then there's all these other like save the planet people who are like, we're using too much material for our piss.
Use reusable diapers.
You have to just pee in your own pants and wash your pants. It's not hard. Save the planet. Reuse your pee pants. And then I would be the person going, that's gross. I'm getting a diaper.
Yeah, I'm wearing a diaper.
I'm just shitting in my pants.
I'm just pissing wherever I am.
Yeah. Whip it out. Did you know squirrels can fall from like 70 to 80 feet?
And survive?
Yeah.
That's
They
crazy.
can just like fall, bounce, and just start going. What do I
wish
have
could do
here?
that.
Oh, I read that during their mating, they have a very short mating season. So
It's like 4 days. They're all just, they're all just like fucking.
well, so then the males will be like throwing each other out of trees to get to like, say if there's like 2, 3 males or whatever, and then the one female. I mean, if they see a male on the way to that female, they're like, because it's so high intensity for that short mating season, I got to get to that. Like it's just all in their brains, and they'll chuck each other off trees, and that's how people found out that like, well, they just live because they just dunk. They'll keep going, but by the time that dude gets up that tree, the other guy already
When's the
got his
mating
nut.
season?
The other guy got his nut.
Dude, I want to pay attention when there's a mating season.
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
I can like watch
Look
trees.
it up.
Squirrel porn.
Competitive mating season. Squirrels.
I think people aren't like that.
Oh my
Mating
god.
season.
It's August. Oh.
Guys just running around, just trying to fuck anything.
Knocking people out. People just fucking in a bar. We only have 12 minutes.
Dude.
FB coming out of my dick.
Jesus. You didn't pee before this?
I did, but I drank.
I'm fine.
I drank a lot, and then I drank this. Pop.
Everything's relaxed.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to be sleepy on the pod, so I drank a pop.
Just had to readjust in my chair. Welcome everybody.
Welcome to the fuck pod.
Welcome to the fuck palace. There's a cat over there licking himself.
Over here you'll see Corey, CC Ryder, Charles.
CC like the email, like in an email. CC me in that
Right.
on the email.
CC me that. Mark Norman said on the pod, he said, big is beautiful, but you're also trying to lose weight for your wedding.
Oh yeah.
People are like, you're like, big is beautiful, and they're like, I really need to start watching
lose
what I'm
10 pounds.
watching what I'm eating, and need to do some workouts so I can fit into the really nice into my wedding dress.
You should invest in a Snuggie.
Just wear a Snuggie to your wedding.
Yeah. Then you could get as fat as you want and people won't notice. Because you just have a big poncho on.
Yeah. Here's the segment. What did Chris hear from other podcasts? Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato
fucked a dog.
opened up her own
Ass
pet store.
machine.
Opened up her own pet store and fucked a dog.
Yep. She talked about. I texted you this, but she talked about struggling with bulimia, like throwing up after eating, and there's like some
Nice.
chemical.
Oh yeah, that makes
Because usually you're throwing up because you have like an illness, so
Yeah.
your body is like rewarding you for doing the correct thing, which is getting that poison out of you. So people who have bulimia, who force throw themselves up, they actually will get like a goofy, like a almost addictive to some people high from vomiting. And I did not know that. That's nuts.
I didn't know that either. That's
And
crazy.
so like you'll vomit and then just be like,
yeah,
and then start jacking off.
I'm gonna orgasm. I'm gonna have sex with somebody and throw up as I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna.
And you're just like, oh.
Eric Andre throws up in Bad Trip. That's funny. That's good. Watch that. Netflix. All right, we've been doing this for a while.
You work for him?
Yeah, we're getting paid. Eric Andre, give me my money.
Give my money back.
Pay me, bitch.
Pay me. Sorry.
Tiffany Haddish. That might be one of the. I don't know. She's pretty wild in that. I was trying to say. I don't know other things she's been in, other than podcasts. Well, yeah, but I haven't like watched those other things. I don't know. All right, guys, be nice to your neighbor and catch a squirrel if it falls out of a tree.
That's it. Don't do that. They'll probably try to mount you.
Rabies, your ass.
Like, I gotta fuck something, and then it'll fuck you.
I thought a squirrel was gonna crawl up on my shoulder the other day. It was too close to me. You're too close, man.
So,
I just thought it would move. Just stayed there.
Squirrel will never get close to me because I usually have a dog. And he goes,
Squirrels are all over me because I'm covered in peanut butter.
squirrels like peanuts?
Grandma! Bye, guys. Love you. Be nice.
Graham cracker.